if ever, and this I'm saying with all the humility, when I did this show, and you know what, first just take a look, before I can come back and explain, just take a look. David Quinton and Rachel.
I finished my college the year 2016, and she just came from school the other month, January.
So you're a couple of years older than her.
Yeah, Rachel is my choice because one, she's understanding, and she respects me a lot. She gives me space. So she's like, she has all the qualities I wanted in a lady.
But does she have all the qualities you want in a lady? Because you've told us you've cheated on her several times.
No, I do cheat because unarudi kwa nyumba, huyu mtu anataka maziwa, anataka nini, na umepata mtu anakupatia. How do you deny that?
So
it is an opportunity. I always use opportunity.
So you're cheating on Rachel for Rachel's sake?
Okay, in that case it is true because, okay, I don't necessarily approach them, the other ladies. I'm always talkative, and I'm a bit joker. So I find myself joking to some extent that my jokes get someone in my box. So taking that somebody outside that box becomes very hard.
So since you've been with Rachel, how many times have you cheated on her?
Okay, Rachel, I have cheated on her like 5 times with 5 ladies.
With 5 different women?
Yeah.
And why do you feel like you keep doing it? Because you're saying she caught you with 3 out of the 5. So clearly, Rachel knows that David is not faithful.
Yeah, she knows, but through my explanations, when we talk, you see, I'm very convincing.
Yes, you are, David.
Yeah, I'm very convincing. So when we talk with her, she comes to understand. We come to a understanding point, and she agrees with me.
For where I stay with him, he loves me, and I love him too. Yeah, and he's a responsible man.
Responsible how?
Kazi za nyumba.
O kazi ya nyumba anakusaidia?
Yeah, ananisaidia. He does everything basically. He gives me money for my hair, for my makeup, for my clothes. Yeah.
So I understand that you guys had a quarrel recently and you moved out?
Yeah, I moved out. Yeah, I found him, he was cheating with another lady.
In your house?
Yeah, in his house.
In
where
his house?
He stays.
So it's not your house, it's his house?
It's his house.
Do you think you want to still continue the relationship, my dear? No.
Juu sasa like, kama hizi ndio anasema hapa saa hii, there are many more yenye bado hata maybe ameficha na hata tutaijua, maybe atainiambia. Na mimi sitaki like cheating, it's always cheating everywhere, cheating. I'm done.
You know, I think this was the one guest in my entire history of doing Real Talk, and I have done countless of episodes, but this one literally left me speechless. And the story here is that he reached out to the show, because my producers will work very hard to book the right guests for the right topics, but he reached out to the show saying that he had an issue and he was hoping to come on the show for us to help him deal with his issue. And initially when he came on, even for me as the interviewer, and I am very level-headed, I try my best not to judge, but just hearing him talk, and you guys didn't get to see the entire interview because we had to cut out some of it just for the interview to come across as sane, because a lot of what he was saying was bordering on lunacy. But you were able to actually sit with him after the show, because I was stunned. I didn't believe him.
You did not believe him.
I didn't believe that you would come on TV and claim that you have a notebook and you've slept with how many women?
It was quite a number. I can't even remember
Over
the exact
200
yes,
women?
It was quite a number. And actually, I could see the notebook and then the names of the women
That he
there.
slept with?
Yes.
And then the poor girl, Rachel, who they have since broken up, so I'm happy about that. I'm never happy about people breaking up, but this is one case whereby it was very unhealthy for Rachel to be in that relationship. And again, that is why we do this show, to teach people, to heal people, because sometimes until you interact with a situation, you really don't believe that it's out there.
Exactly.
So then you were able to actually walk with Quinton.
Yes,
So probably tell us about that?
There's stuff which are personal, and then but what,
Yeah.
what I can actually share is that he's carrying a lot of weight for himself, and he's taking on the family weight from where he's actually born. Taking on that family weight and really, really struggling. And even at the point where we're having a conversation, he was literally sleeping in Arboretum. That's
So
where
he was
homeless. He was homeless, and just trying to talk to him that you are taking in too much that you can handle. First of all, calm down.
So he has a sugar mommy, he's homeless, he has a girlfriend.
Yes, and then he's got also siblings that he feels like he's under pressure to take care of. Just cool down. And this is where also men, we fall into this trap where you want to be Superman. We want to be Superman, and sometimes that Superman syndrome ends up makes us fall into trouble. So first of all, relax. If you're not healthy as a man, you will not be of benefit or of use or of value to any other person. You'll actually be hurting men hurt other people. So first of all, heal as a man and be like, cool down. I'm young. He's a young gentleman, 25 years of age, and he's taking all this.
For him, there was also an element of addiction to sex.
And addiction. Any addiction is just a symptom of an underlying issue. And so we need to address the root cause. That root cause is where he needs to get it right. Once he addresses the root cause, then the addiction will automatically just take care of itself. But a lot of the times we are fighting the addiction. So if you find somebody who is drinking a lot, stop telling them, stop drinking. No, that's not the solution. Sure. Address the root cause. If you find somebody addicted to sex, no, stop having sex. No. Address the root cause. Once you address the root cause, then automatically they grow. Somebody just grows on their own. And you see, even for somebody like Rachel, when she was talking and you're like, when you're asking her, why do you love him? He gives me money. Where does he get the money? I actually don't even know. That was not even, from a sugar mommy. At first, she didn't even know. Then later, she discovered actually it's from a sugar mommy. So that was in itself, even not as a relationship, it was quite devoid of people knowing each other and that close communication. And so it was devoid of that. Those were two people who needed some time to be alone before they even engage in any relationship. So if you're a man and you're going through issues, first of all, address yourself. Otherwise, you'll be bringing a lot of pain. And imagine if they were to get a child together. Imagine if a child was to come into that situation.
A small innocent soul thrown in the midst of all that confusion.
Exactly. Or a child with this woman, a child with woman number 2, a child with woman number 3. And that's how we're having so many men who are siring a lot of children because they just haven't gotten themselves right. Men, we need to be responsible. Fix yourself as a man.
And finally, as we wind up, because we have, I think, 2 minutes left, in your own words, because we've been just summarizing all the topics that we've done so far that touch on love and relationships. What is love? Because everyone wants true love. What is love, Dan?
What is love? Well, for me, this is what I would say. Something. Love is when you seek to understand somebody, and then once you understand the person, you start to value them. And once you value in the person, now you start to invest, because now I are investing in you. Once I invest in you, now I protect you. So understand, value, invest, protect. It's like a process. So somebody telling you, I fell in love with you from the first day. They don't even know you. They are attracted to you, but they haven't yet gotten to know you. So take time to understand the person, you value them, you invest in them, and then you protect them. It's a journey.
Love has layers.
It has layers.
Love is not just instant.
It's not just
love at
instant.
first sight.
And
There are
love is not
layers.
sex.
Yes.
Ask yourself this: if you take away sex and money from the equation, do we still have something special? If you don't, most likely it's not love. Like in Rachel's case, if you took away sex and money, there was nothing. And once there's nothing, it's so easy to walk away from it. So ask yourself that.
Joanne, what is love as we wind up?
I'll begin by asking, does society know when we are not well? Because listening to this show, these conversations, I am asking, even people who are not well, did they know they were not well? Because love, again, can only be defined from a place of wellness.
Wholeness.
Wholeness.
Yeah, you have to be whole.
Yes, because when I say love is for me to get him because he has money,
Or he completes me.
Hey, that's so dysfunctional.
that is exactly your own unmet
yes,
needs
yes.
that you need to heal from. So love can only be defined from a place of wholeness. If you're well, then you know what is it you're looking out for. But if you're not well, you will be looking. Actually, research has shown that most of the time at the place of marriage, at the point of attraction, people get attracted to people who tend to heal their woundedness. Someone who massages that wound that hurts so bad. So that is what we call love. So do we know when we are not well? Because if we are not well, we will be projecting our needs in the name of love. So my challenge to everyone is, fine, there's all material to read. You can tell what a healthy person looks like and what an unhealthy one looks like. so that we stop attracting people who heal us, and the healing is very for a moment, and then we realize we are continuing to hurt because we demand them to continue to heal us, something that a human being has no capacity to do. So when we
Absolutely.
seek healing for us, we are able to attract someone, not based on the voids of our needs, but based on what we need for life.
Right, I really do hope that you guys have learned, because I definitely have. Well, that's all the time we have right here today on the Real Talk Roundtable. Remember, look out for the new season, which kicks off in January. Enjoy the rest of your viewing.
Special thanks to E+ for medic and ambulance services.